Hey, Great Zach Tate here on our sixth episode of Let's Be Romantic. So, if you haven't picked up on the series that we're doing, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel on Great Zach Tate TV. Let's Be Romantic series from 1 to 6. So, episode 6 basically is going to discuss dining when you're taking somebody out to eat for the first time. So I don't want to make any assumptions that everybody knows this. So I can only speak from a man's perspective. So let's try it this way. You meet the person, you like the person, y'all communicated, y'all cross the threshold of intimacy by allowing some touching, some petty pampering going on. You listened and you implemented the kiss. Hopefully you did it the right way and followed my instructions. And now you're at the point, or before you even got to the kiss, you may have taken them out to eat, or you want to go out again and you want to go out to eat. How is it a great way to take someone out to eat and it be very romantic? So here's the thing. I suggest that whatever you do, it be memorable that you did it. So if you take them to their favorite restaurant, you may have been the 5th or 6th or 10th or 50th person that they have been to that restaurant with. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is find out from day one when you asking all those questions, the first thing you're supposed to ask, the easy questions, is what are your favorite things? So now the person is explaining, hopefully you inquiring, you asking more and more, what are their favorite things? And you get down to the food. Why is food important? So if you read Gambling with Heart, you completely understand how much you get to know about a person while they are eating. There is so much you can learn from a person when they are eating. So now, when an individual is eating in front of you or express to you their favorite foods, my suggestion is to ask, what are they open to? Have you ever tried Indian food? Do you like Mexican food? Oh, I never had that before. Have you ever had Greek food? Do your research and your homework ahead of time to find out a restaurant. Always pick a weekday. If you can line it up right, line it up that you go to dinner on a weekday. You get paid on the weekend, save that money, put it to the side, wait till the Monday or Wednesday, what have you. Let me tell you why. When a restaurant is least crowded, the chef has more time to create your meal. If you can go early during the day before lunch comes in, you might really be in for a treat. Because anytime a kitchen is not busy and the chef is going in and he's making or she is making the meal, it is much better when the love is going into it. The other thing, men, here's a tip of advice to you. When she sits down, excuse yourself for a minute, walk to the back, and ask them, is it okay if I speak with the chef for a little while? Most restaurants, when you request the chef will come out. If the chef does not come out, do not give that proprietorship your money. Leave. When a chef does come out, say, hey, chef, how you doing? This is a first date. She told me she likes this. I'm not familiar with your kind of food. If you're going to a different type of restaurant you have never been to, if your money is long, you go to the restaurant by yourself or with the homies first, test out the food, and then bring her. If not, you on a budget, nice restaurant, new restaurant, whatever, you go to the chef and say, look, I don't know if I want to order off the menu, but this is the first date. he or she expressed to me this is what they really like. And if it's all right, I would appreciate if you put together something nice for me, along with a nice dessert with a candle in it. Is it their birthday? No. I just want to celebrate the opportunity to be with this person. Oh, that's nice. That's the response they give you, what have you. From there, you sit down and you dine with them, and you have them come out and prepare a meal. Usually the waiters and everybody else, once the chef is on your side, the whole restaurant is on your side, and they start catering to you. What do you do about drinks? I suggest you always go with that person's go-to drink. Whatever that drink is that they absolutely love, go with it. Stick with it. Don't get all creative on the drink side. Stick with what you know, what they know, and you say. You do not want to give them something that causes them to throw up and just destroy your whole night. Oh, he gave me something that made me throw up, but she didn't know what she was doing. She ordered something. You don't want to hear any harsh criticism. What you want is simple acceptance. Bam. You got it. So now, after the chef brings the meal out, this is not the point where you try to start feeding them. Don't do that. Do that privacy at home somewhere. Don't start cutting and trying to feed like they're a baby. Don't do that. Just back up. Make your observation of what how that person eats. So what are telltale signs about a person that eats? If they hover over their food and they eating and they looking up to you and they eating in a way that suggests somebody's going to take it from them, it don't mean that they've been to prison or jail, although it can mean that. What it also says to the person is when it comes to their food, they don't like sharing. If they say, well, if you say, well, would you like to share something? They say, no, it's best if you just get your own. They're letting you know that there's a boundary when it comes to their food. I'm one of those people. Don't ask me for some of mine unless you have never had it before. But if you know what this tastes like over here, you know what this smothered chicken, candy yams, black-eyed peas, and collard greens taste like, right? Don't ask me for some of mine. Order your own. I'm over here. I'm eating. I like to eat in peace on my own. But if you a person that's giving and caring, and a lot of you brothers, y'all like to put the fake presentation up at first. So, go ahead, share. Do what you got to do. Whatever you think is going to get you more points. Excuse me, I got a little cold that I'm dealing with. So now, when the food is there, it's time for you to take your time. If you're a fast eater like me, you have to remind yourself, let me slow down. Take your time. While you take your time, it's showing that you have some class, some decency. If you don't know all the right forks or what have you, ask her. If you're a guy, ask her. If you're a lady, ask them if they know the right stuff. If they don't, call a waiter over. Because now you are creating a new experience. Men don't cheat because of sex. Men cheat for new experiences. We are fiends for new experiences. We want new experience. We don't like the same old, same old. So here's a brand new experience. If you don't know the forks, the knives, the spoon, which ones to use, and she don't know either, or vice versa, call a waiter over and say, excuse me, could you teach us which one of these are for? Because now when you create a teachable moment with that person, you created a memory. You create experience. When they go out with their friends or whoever the next time, he taught me that, or I learned that when I was with him or her. You make those memorable experiences. After the meal is done, you inquire, critique the meal. What did you like? What did you didn't like? Do you think you could cook meals like this? You find out more about the person as a conversation piece. That's the whole point of dining. Finding out the person, are you and that person compatible in taste of food? So if it gets more serious, y'all know what y'all like together and what y'all don't like together. Have that conversation, because a lot of time in relationships is going to be spent around food. In America, a pastime is around food. So then, when the meal is done, they bring out the dessert. They do the clap, clap. It don't have to be happy birthday. They can just bring it over. This is for you. Oh, what's this? It's not my birthday. No, it's not your birthday, but this is a special occasion because I realize that you have given me the honor to take you out to eat, or whatever mushy word you want to use that's romantic. If you're confused about words, read my books. Just that simple. And then from there, hopefully you have blown their mind in a way, or you just made it a very good night. If y'all can have a nightcap or move to another part of the restaurant or order drinks where y'all sit down, y'all full, and now y'all just vibing, then that's when you get into other conversations about things that interest you, interest them. Just keep asking questions to get to know this person. A great question to ask is, what are your uglies? What is an ugly? An ugly is, go back to YouTube and watch the Great Zach Tate show where we talking about these sex and romance. When you ask your partner or their potential partner, what are your uglies? You ask them, what are the ugly things about you that are in a relationship that people are not going to like? So if they honest with you, say, look, I fart and it smells really, really bad. I don't like to wash dishes. Whatever it is, you can know, oh, this is a deal breaker for me. I am not interested in this. If they are honest and you're honest about your uglies, right from the start, you'll know what you could tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate, and if you're going to have continuous dates after this dining experience. So, this is Great Zach Tate summing up episode 6, the dining of being romantic, how to be romantic, how to make it sexy. I'm giving y'all all my gifts, putting y'all on the game, hints, everything from all my books, so y'all can have an amazing relationship, Valentine's Day, what have you. I don't deal with these little funny holidays, but I'm putting you on to utilize from my books all the wisdom in this episodes of How to Be Romantic. So, in case you didn't subscribe, make sure you subscribe to Great Zach Tate TV. So when we go to YouTube Live for all our broadcasts, you'll get a notification. So, this is Great Zach Tate, episode 7. We're going to talk about taking things to the next level, finding out if you're going to stay in the friend zone or you are the person of interest for affection. This is Great Zach Tate signing off. Keep it sexy. Keep it romantic.